The road to reopening continues. Step 2 of Phase 2 begins today in Massachusetts.
And that means more freedoms for businesses, workers, and customers. And reporter Kate Walsh is live in Seekonk this morning. The details of what you need to know and what you'll be able to do in the Commonwealth today.
It's a big day for people in Massachusetts and those traveling here for services. We've already seen hair salons open for cuts and colors, but now we're going to see more close contact services be available, such as nail salons being open again. That also includes massages, skincare services, tattoos. You'll be able to go tanning at salons if you want to. You'll also be able to have personal training services again. And another big one, indoor dining will resume in Massachusetts with restrictions, of course. Now, Rhode Island has already seen this return to normalcy, but this will be the first day for it in Massachusetts. In the Commonwealth, outdoor dining has been the only option since that was made available again on June 8th. So starting today, retailers can also allow people to try on clothes in the fitting rooms again, but you have to make an appointment ahead of time to do so. Businesses can now expand from allowing just 25 to 50% capacity of their employees back into the building again, but Governor Charlie Baker is asking anyone who can work from home to continue to do so, especially in densely populated areas, so they don't overcrowd public transit for those who need to go into the building.
As we previously said, the data and not dates will determine next steps. To maintain the momentum we generated, all of us working together toward the same goal, we need to remember not to let up. The trends remain positive and will only stay that way through continued commitment on the part of everybody.
Now, business owners and restaurant owners have, of course, had to get very creative with how they can make all of this work and still make a profit during the pandemic. So in the next half hour, you'll hear from the owner of a restaurant down the street from here in Seekonk about how he's making it all work with this return to indoor dining as a possibility now. Live in Seekonk this morning, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
Other news now, on the road to reopening, Step 2 of Phase 2 begins today in Massachusetts.
That means you'll be able to do more of the things you've been missing, getting your nails done, maybe getting a massage if you live in Massachusetts. Kate Walsh is live in Seekonk this morning with how the experience at stores and restaurants are going to change today.
That's right. Well, this doesn't really come as much of a surprise to businesses because they've been told for weeks what their new guidelines will have to look like and which restrictions they'll have to keep in place when they reopen. So today is that big day, and a lot of businesses are excited. Companies can now also expand how many people can come into their office from 25% to 50% of employees, but Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker is asking anyone who can still work from home to do so, just to make sure everyone stays as safe and healthy as possible still. So this phase also means a lot of new things for customers. That includes nail salons, tattoo parlors, massage parlors, and other skincare services being able to reopen, as well as tanning salons, and also personal trainers, all with social distancing guidelines in place for all of that. Another big one, restaurants can once again offer indoor dining. Tables have to be 6 feet apart. You can only have parties of 6 or fewer people. You have to wear a mask until you sit down and start eating. And we spoke with the owner of the Old Grist Mill down the street from where we are in Seekonk, who says they're actually hiring more people right now. Those who have returned didn't want to work all 5 days as they did before.
We went through and pulled a lot of tables out. As we were just talking, we're losing about 7 tables in the main dining room. We're losing another 5 in one of our upper dining rooms, and we'll lose 3 or 4 out of our pub area plus the entire bar. So that's 14 seats that won't exist. So we'll end up with the social distancing at about 60% of our normal capacity.
Now, the Grist Mill has also offered outdoor dining from June 8th, when that started to be a possibility here in Massachusetts. And the owner said he's going to keep that around, though he did say on really hot days like we've seen in the past few days, it's kind of uncomfortable for some people sitting outdoors. The state also has 2 initiatives. They're offering grant money to businesses and restaurants to expand their ability to serve people out onto the sidewalk or in parking spaces, and this money will help them to do that. So if you own a business, you can try to apply for that grant money on the state's website. Live in Seekonk this morning, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.